Don't get too excited. It's just aluminum. But I figured I would make a they made the macaroni model from the blueprint, and then I will make it prototype from the macaroni model. No, I won't. So what we've got here is failure to communicate. No, son of a bitch. Must be really early in the morning. It is about 3 o'clock. This is model number 2. That's what it looks like in real life, sort of. That's basically where the grinds are going to go. Basically, aluminum is not fun to grind. Let me tell you, it gets real hot real fast. I think I burnt the hell out of my fingers doing that. So something like that for the grinds. Maybe a little higher. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But here comes the yawn. Whew. In reality, the real deal, it will have M390 for the blade. Beautiful M390. I like M390. It's one of my fave steels. A little better edge retention than LMAX. My LMAX even. Yeah, it, if maintained, it just cuts and cuts and cuts. It's unreal. So it's not going to have red G10 inlays. No, the actual knife will have lightning strike carbon fiber of the silver variety, but I've been proofing that inlay, and I have to actually put that one in there because it's just some teeny tiny little gaps in it that I don't like, and it's always difficult to tell if it's from the CNC being shitty or if it's from the actual something weird. I don't know. I don't actually know. But so I'm just continuing to resize it until it actually fits in there appropriately. Because what I want is I want them to press fit in there completely in full and there be no gaps. I hate gaps on inlays. It's very difficult to do. I mean, it is really, really hard to do to eliminate all gaposis. So when you see a knife with really fantastic inlays with no gaps anywhere around it, that means that maker spent a lot of time making that cat. I know Jake spends days proofing his inlays, maybe even weeks. Way too much. Jake Hoback, by the way. Too much time, probably. So yeah, the pivot screws for these are going to be titanium. They're being made by Steve Kelly right now. Pretty excited about those. They'll have all the usual stuff that they'll have all the usual stuff that my knives have in them. They'll have steel lock bar inserts, most likely out of M390. I like the idea of matching steels, because then you have matching wear resistance. They will have ceramic bearings. Yes, those little fraggers are expensive. They are $9 a piece. I'm not even joking. It's like almost as much as the blade steel costs. I'm not even kidding. Is that right? Is that true? No, that's not true. His M390's almost $30 a pound. 28, 29 bucks a pound. Plus shipping. Yeah, roughly $30 a pound. This is pretty expensive for steel. It's actually right about what titanium costs as well. What else is cool about this knife? Hoback rolling detents, of course. They'll have milled pocket clips. They'll be very similar to the one that's on the prototype. So this is the prototype. It'll be very similar to that. A little cooler looking though. But it'll be nice. You'll like it. Oh, you know what's fun? Just to compare them. We started with that and ended up with that. I don't know what happened. Craziness. So, how did we get here? I don't even know. Fine, just fall over. Fall over. See what I care. Yeah, it grew. It grew fairly significantly in size. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Pivot to pivot. A little bit bigger. A little bit. Changed. I like when things change. Obviously the inlay changed. Everything changed. Yeah. Minor differences. No biggie. Ooh, is that a time Damascus pivot? How did that happen? So, yeah. Big boy knife. Big boy knife. The reason I'm making this video, A, to show you my cool prototyping work there, and B, because I'm officially telling you, those of you who have ears to hear it, and I will post this on the website tonight, I think, well, this morning, Wednesday, which is tomorrow, basically, Wednesday the 4th, Wednesday the 4th, starting at 7 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time. You can email Partner Mark and ask to be on the list for these. And Partner Mark will most likely ask you for a deposit because he likes deposits. The price for these bad boys, all 2.66 inches, 3.66 inches of M390 blade. Amazing amounts, 4 point something inches of titanium and silver lightning strike carbon fiber handles. They're gonna be $800. And believe me, that's not a bad deal. These ones are expensive to make. Oh, they are. So, yeah, not cheap. And there's limited amount of these. 25, that's it. I will likely make myself a version of this, probably without the inlay, just a plain old titanium one for me, so that I can have one. Because I'd like to have one. I think that's a cool knife. Want one. But besides that, there'll be 25, serial numbered, just like the Pretiums were. And they're probably going to be all satin. Titanium will most likely be satin. Blade will most likely be satin. Probably belt finish satin. I don't know. Can I do hand rub? No. No, I'm not doing hand rub on 25 blades. No. But yeah, this should be pretty cool. And I'm not altering this in any way, shape, or form. I'm not doing different inlays. I'm not doing anodizing. I'm not doing anything. They are as I make them. Because if there's one thing I learned from the Pretiums, when you set up a knife to be, well, not really production, but when you make a knife and you set all your tooling to make that knife, and you start making that knife, when people want different things on it, it's more than just annoying. It really messes up your time frame. One of the reasons why it's taken so long to get all the Pretiums done is because there have been, in every batch I do, there's 2 or 3 that people have requested weird shit on, and in my infancy, in this whole new version of Ferrum Forge, I was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll do that. Yeah, no problem. And now it's like, oh, what was I thinking? I mean, I should have never ever made a milled clip for anyone, because it's just you don't know how long it takes to make them. It takes a significant amount of time to make a mill. Well, not really milled. They're sculpted. They're made via grinder. But and it burns up. I burn up at least the grinder belt making a clip, and grinding belts are not cheap. And so, I mean, they probably take me from start to finish, from chunk of titanium to completely finished clip. It probably takes me 2.5 hours to make a clip. That's a lot of time for a little part. And that was one of the reasons why I went with the bent clips. was because it was like, there's no way I'm going to spend almost 300 hours of my life making pocket clips. Because that's what it would be. That's silly. But these ones, because there's only 25, these will have mill clips. Let's face it, mill clips are cooler. Just saying. So there they are. Fairly sizable knife. And actually, model number 3. I have a prototype. I posted pictures of it in process on Instagram. That's going to be an even bigger knife. I have that. The prototype for it currently right now is at a 4-inch blade length, and I might keep that. I don't make a lot of really big freaking knives, and I don't know. I'm a big guy. I like big knives. I also have a weird propensity for little knives as well. So yeah. And if you don't like this knife, just wait a couple months. Probably have something cool coming out you'll like. And if you can't get this knife, which you might not, I mean, I have this distinct feeling that by like 9 o'clock in the morning, they will all be pre-ordered. I had this nagging little feeling, because that's kind of how it went with the Pretiums too. Didn't take long before they were gone. But yeah, that's gonna be a sick knife. Sickness. Speaking of Pretiums, goodness gracious, I'm almost finished with them. There's a group of 8 Pretium blades in the oven right now, baking it up, getting nice and hard. Well, they're not really getting hard at this point. They're actually getting more resistant to impact. Really, you get right down to it. But the cool thing, look at that, no Pretiums there. It's amazing. What do we got? We got a mess here of G10. Those are sort of the 8 that are baking right now. They're all ready for finish work, basically. And then the rest of them, except for Jim Skelton's, are here. These 2 are set aside because these 2 actually are going to Tough Thumbs. I'm going to build the entire knife. I'm probably going to grind them. And then I'm going to send them to him. So they'll be mechanically complete, they'll be heat treated, they'll be ground. I might do something different with the grind. I might make it a little crazy on them. But then he is going to do his funky chicken thing. Did that get weird? He's going to do his Tough Thumbs thing to him. So there'll be a little collaboration between me and him. And then we'll most likely auction those. Most likely. I think that's a good plan. He seems to have good success with auctions, so we might do that. And I have Pretium number 1, as a matter of fact, that Mark has been carrying for, oh my gosh, like 8 months. And I'm going to refinish that and then actually auction that off as well. Number 1, 001. And it was actually, that one was hand machined by me, I believe. Yeah, I hand machined that one. And I handmade the blade. That's right, because I didn't have blades back from Waterjet yet. And I was like, "Ooh, I have skills. I'm gonna make the knife." So I made the knife. Yeah, it's gonna be sweet. And then, while we have downtime in between parts from model number 2 running and having all the parts and hardware and shit show up, because there's going to be some downtime in there before I can start really putting them together. The tentative date for the completion of all 25 of those is actually January, first week of January. I think we might get there. I think we can do it. What are we at? January? We're at December 3rd right now, right? It is December 3rd. Yeah, that might work. Maybe able to do that. Maybe, if everything goes correctly, get them done by January. And then by that time, maybe even before that time, I will have model number 3, which I have prototype stuff for already because I was building it in my mind. What the handle skills for that's going to look like. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it sort of put together. I went a little crazy, I'm not going to lie. I went a little crazy with the grind on it. I was having a moment of maybe sanity or insanity, I'm not sure. But that pocket clip may or may not stay that way for the model, but a little bit more sleek looking. Big knife. I'll probably have that. Probably the order list open for that maybe by the end of this month. Because I have some CAD work constructed. I just got to figure out if I want to do anything inlay-wise to it or try and do sculpted stuff to it with the CNC, not by hand. It would be sort of a la, oh my gosh, what can I think? Brian Ty. Because I love the sculpting and fluting that he does via CNC on his knives. So I've always wanted to try it. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, anyway, in the intermediate time when I don't have anything totally pressing to work on, I'm actually going to get some customs done. Yay! Finally, right? I know, it's ridiculous. It's got to happen now. I miss it so much. It's not even funny. Not even funny. Like I was looking at my custom list, and there's really great stuff on there. You know, people. One of the reasons why we'll always try and do full custom knives, because just the ideas that other people have, a lot of times it's stuff that you've never even thought of. You're like, oh my god, that is a great idea. Let's do that. Yes, let's make this knife out of bologna. That's great. I'm joking. I'm not making bologna knives. All this damn heat treat foil all over the place. Yeah. Baking it up. What's up? Anyway, as I was saying, you have any idea how much money is laying on that table? Whew. Damn. It's a lot of money. Anywho, I should probably clean that up. I get really excited with the air filtration system and tore it open and put it in. It's great though. It really does filter the air, especially because it's designed to filter a room basically twice the size of what it's in. So it does. It cleans it up in there pretty nicely. We shall see how well it truly works, though, when I'm in here, like, cutting a bunch of titanium and stuff. See how it does then. We'll see what's up then. Huh? Air filtration system? Yeah. That's right. But I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, not getting lung cancer would be cool. Yeah, I mean, there's some cancers. I mean, I'm okay with having, but lung cancer is not one of them. Look at all these drill bits. Easy peasy. Oh, somebody was asking me a question. Who was it? It was Ben. Ben Babcock was asking me about hole sizes for 16th inch ball detents. I don't remember. It's been almost a year since I've had to use a ball detent, so I don't actually remember or have the drill bits here anymore that I used to use for that. I know they're less than a 16th. No, I don't even have them anymore. God, they're all gone. Ooh. Yeah. Well, what I would recommend is that you get like a drill. A wire drill gauge chart. So like this is a handy little tap chart, drill and tap chart, and I would recommend that you get a hold of something like this and then find a diameter of drill that is under a 16th of an inch, so that is less than 0.0625, right there. And find one. I'm pretty sure that it was like 50 something that I used to use. It was good. Shoot. It was 53 or 54. I can't remember. I don't know. I wrote them down in my diary so I wouldn't have to remember. Yeah, no. Ooh. Should I show you? Should I show you? No, I'm not going to show you. Maybe I'll show you? No, I'm not going to. Okay, maybe a little bit. I'm just saying. SM100. Not a flipper. It's going to be weird. But I think I'll pull through. Timascus pivot screw. Just saying. It's okay. Don't fit in that hole. I didn't want you to. Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. Did I get that to fit in that handle yet? Yeah, it's going to take some work. A little tight. That could be redonkulous. Just saying. I mean, because it's basically ready to go. I just got to fit it all up. So we got a handle made. The internal flock bar stabilizer. Could be great. Or it could suck. You never know. No, it'll be. Alright, I think I've rambled on for 20 minutes incoherently. As you can tell, I'm a little tired. Not gonna lie. And, yeah. I just need you to know that that magical device contains tactical peanuts. So, watch out. Oh, yeah. Off the deep end I've gone. Alright, people. Remember, Wednesday. That's technically it's going to be tomorrow by the time this thing uploads. Wednesday the 4th, starting at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can email partner Mark, and he will make it official that you are on the list for model number 2. Maybe I'll come up with a cool name for it. There it is. Well, at least the macaroni model. There it is. It's amazing. Alright. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodness gracious. Thanks for watching. And thanks for liking what I do. I mean, at the end of the day, well, you know what? Even if people didn't buy my knives, I'd still make knives. But it's a lot easier to justify devoting so much of my life to making knives when people want them and buy them. It's very nice. It makes me feel like I'm doing something with my life. Look at it. Okay. Bye, YouTube.